Baybeats is an alternative music festival that happens every year. And this year I was fortunate enough to be part of their photography team. Because of the pandemic, we had to live stream all of the performances this year, but it was still a very interesting event to be a part of. Right before we start off, I'd like to say a big thank you to Nikon Singapore as well as Camera Rental Center for providing the equipment used in this shoot at Baybeats 2020. I actually had a Z6 II from Nikon Singapore, and I also rented a Z6 from Camera Rental Center. With that, I had a 2470 2.8, a 7200 2.8, as well as my own personal Tamron 70-200 2.8 G2. So all the photos that you see in this video are actually taken on the 70-200 2.8 because that's the main lens that I used on the Nikon Z6 II. So the number one thing that everyone was wondering about is how was the autofocus on this new Z6 II? And right off the bat, I can tell you, yes, the hands-on, I was saying that it was much better than the original, but this time is where it really shined. As someone who shoots mainly concerts, dance, and theatre, I have to say the Z6 II was way better than the Z6 in terms of autofocus. So you can see here in this clip that I was shooting this band called Spacewalk, and when I panned over to the other backup singer, you can see just how sharp she actually looks and how good the colors are. The IAF really locked on straight onto her and just hit every single mark really well. Even when I was shooting the guitarist as well, you can see that IAF also picked up his eyes through his sunglasses. When the bassist is actually doing his solo, you can see how he's moving, the lights are flashing around, they're moving around, but the Z6 II actually kept focus on the bassist, and you can see how the nice light flare kind of gives it another extra effect. Also in the same venue, I used the Z6 II, this time with my Tamron 70-200 because I'm shooting from the pit, right? It was a down-up angle and I wanted to kind of get a level shot with the lead singer. So I actually held my camera up above my head, as you can see in the scene over here. I held my camera up above my head and I wasn't looking at the monitor at all, but I just clicked and I let IAF focus completely on the singer itself. And you can see the results are really great because they locked onto his eyes and you got really good pictures. I really enjoy these photos of him. And on the third day, I was shooting this band called Opposition Party. Okay, so Opposition Party is actually the first punk rock band in Singapore. You can see how quick, and how crazy the lights are going over here right now, and you can just see how quick the drummer is actually going at it on his drum set. And I was just holding down the burst on the Z6 II and letting IAF and face detection really just take the job away from me. Okay, the drummer looked up for a split second and he just went right, and that moment, the camera just captured it and it just resulted in this really beautiful photo that is sharp, and I'm so happy about it. And honestly, thinking about the Z6 or my old D750, I don't think this is something that could have been done. I can't say how good this camera's autofocus is. It's amazing. I'm so convinced by it. I really enjoyed it. Anyways, I'm going to be showing you some photos, and here you can just take a look at them and just tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Just some final thoughts about the Z6 II and of Baybeats 2020 in general. I'll be doing a full video about my Baybeats experience as their budding photographer. I think it's a great program for those of you who are looking to go into concert photography. It is something that you should sign up when it happens and when it opens again next year. I think that was a great learning experience for me as well. I mean, I didn't really shoot that many concerts before this. I was shooting mainly dance and theatre. So this really gave me an opportunity to try a new genre of stage photography that I was still so interested in. I think it's great that Singapore is slowly opening up. It's nice to see that performances are being allowed again, of course at a smaller size, but it's nice to know that things are slowly coming back, and I'm really excited to be putting my Z6 II to good use. If any of you have any questions regarding stage photography, do feel free to drop a message or just put it in the comment section down below. I know not many people are shooting concerts right now during the pandemic, so I'm really glad to be part of this and to keep my skills relevant by shooting Baybeats 2020. But of course, if you have any questions, thoughts or comments, just leave them down in the comment section below. And as always, stay safe, have a great time, and keep shooting. Cheers.